Oh, hi. You've come back again. It, I'm very happy to see you today. How do you do? How do you do? Today I guess I was gonna just talk about Smiling Friends a little bit, because I've been really into Smiling Friends as of recent. It's been like one of those things I've been really into. I have to say, I've been like kind of just like to myself, just like watching Smiling Friends. I haven't really interacted with like a community or anything like that. So I guess this will be like the first time I interact with the community. I mean, I'm not the type of person that likes to interact too much with communities and junk, because there's always like weird people in communities no matter what the community is, and they always kind of ruin it for you a little bit. But for this show, the community so far has been like really kind of like cool. I'll just kind of go off top, like things that are stuck in my head from like the episodes, because that's then like one of the main things that I've been doing is like kind of just having things stuck in my head. Most majority of everything Alan says gets stuck in my brain. I don't know what it is. It just gets stuck in my mind. Compost. I literally find myself sometimes imitating and mocking Alan as like a joke to myself. I'm just like, Mr. Boss too. He said she was sucking the soul out of my. He said, last thing I remember, she was. That is terrible. That is terrible, but it's stuck in my mind, dude. Okay, it's stuck in my mind. Another thing, don't go beyond the rickety bridge. Those are worms from my compost. Dude, every single one of those voices, they're just like stuck in my head. Things that I've heard Pim say, things that I've heard Charlie say. Oh my god, the scene with Charlie and Mustard and the Mustard Lady, dude. That scene right there, that scene is stuck in my mind. When he did that little thing, he was like, "Ugh." He was like, "Ugh, we're done here," and he just like walked off. He followed him out of the room after he was like, "Ugh, we're done here." He made it seem like there was so much more happening there. He was like, I already said he said, I already said yes. She looked at him with such concern. I bust out laughing. I was laughing for like, I promise you, probably like a solid like 20 minutes after that. And then the fact that he acted the way he did, like as if it was way more going on than meets the eye. Like, no, dude. You made it weird. He said he was an alpha male. Bro said he was an alpha male. That's out of pocket when he was with Shrimp. Dude almost made love to a mustard packet, and I'm over here really like talking about it. I can't even like quoting things that happened in the show sounds crazy out loud. He almost did the deed with a mustard packet, bro. I love this show, bro. I love this damn show. Everything about it has been amazing so far. For now, I don't want to like jump on here and just start spoiling things. Desmond was hilarious as hell. Oh my god, that entire episode it was crazy. And the fact that that was like the first is insane to me. That entire episode was amazing. Hear me out, right? Hear me out. The number 15, that was crazy too. I didn't expect that. I didn't expect half of the things I saw in the show, and it was really good. I have been enjoying this show so much. And it's funny, even the little vacation episode was funny to me, because when Pim was being questioned on whether he booked it, it's reminded me of relatable things that I've done when like you didn't do a thing, but like someone's telling you, they're like, you should still check if you did it or not, and you're like, I know I didn't do it, but I'll check anyways. Like, matter of fact, the way I just moved, that guy that comes in and he's like, dude, you're so old, bro. He said, you're so old, dude. Go home to your wife. Where's your family? Like, I love it. I love it, dude. I didn't mean to do that tongue thing. What the hell? How does that activate? Oh, that looks bad. Whoa! I've been enjoying Smiling Friends a lot. I've been loving Smiling Friends recently. Like, I didn't even know that like it was a thing. before, like probably like a month ago, and since I found out it was a thing, I find myself clicking on each like episode just kind of individually sometimes. And like even to that, like there's scenes like the argument between like Pim and Charlie, like when they argued, that like kind of lasted for a bit. And it was so funny to me because I'm like, this is realistic. Like this is like, I don't, it's so weird that like a show just simply adding relatable moments sometimes, and this is random, this is sprinkling in the pot of like a cartoon, we're sprinkling in little relatability. Something like that's happened before to me. I don't remember it completely, but I remember that happening, or I remember that happening to someone else around me. And like that little argument back and forth they had, where he was like, you know, the fact that you're in a bad mood it's kind of putting us all in a bad mood, you know. And like he was like, what I don't think anybody's getting it. He was like, no, Pim, only because you're in a bad mood, but not me. I'm not in a bad mood. I don't think anybody else is in a bad mood, only you, Pim. And Pim was doing this, and he was looking at everyone else saying they weren't in a bad mood, so it was like only him. And you're just looking at him and you're like, oh, Pim. Pim is so emotional. Like, Pim is just an emotional dude, and I feel like I can relate to that a lot, being in, like, friend groups, especially with guys that just are not, oh, man, we're emotional people. We get there sometimes. We get emotional sometimes. Like, no, I've never been a part of friend groups that were like that. And so every single time I've been in, like, friend groups, I just prefer my friends to be like that, though. That's the kind of friends I like to keep around me, you know? I like to keep, like, very, like, yeah, dudes. I don't know, man. Like, being the kind of sensitive friend, you know what that's like when your friends are just, like, they're, like, closed off, and they're just not in a mood, and they're just like, nah, man. Like, I don't know, man. Like, see, look, no, like, that's a you problem, bro. They're just like, that's a you problem, dude. You're the one getting emotional. You're the one that's hurting right now, not me. And you're just like, oh, all right, bro. And then he feels like bad about it, because like they're still your friends, bro. They're not like the most emotional people, but they know when like something they said or did kind of hurt you, and they kind of try to like turn it around. They're like, look, dude, like whatever, bro. Like you trying to go get ice cream or something, bro? Like you trying to go, like what are you trying to do? Like what are you trying to play some games, bro? Like, let's not do this. To show like, to like portray little things like that in a show, it's crazy. I've never seen it before. It's actually crazy. Like, this show is doing stuff I've never seen done before. It takes awkward moments and turns awkward moments into real moments, because that's what they are. Awkward moments are real moments. It's not even like cringe culture moments or anything. It's like, it's simply just taking awkward moments and being like, this is a thing that happens sometimes, and we're gonna like kind of just incorporate this. And it is so good. It is so good. It's just like, it just reminds me of hanging out with the boys. That's pretty much it for this video. All I'd say now is, I appreciate you for watching this. I appreciate you watching this video. We just need more shows about just dudes just being dudes. Not like dudes getting their entire life taken over by like a lady. Like, I feel like we see that too much. It's like, nowadays, that's what it is. It's like the whole concept of like a guy is like, nowadays it's based around like a lady. And there was an episode that was like that too. And Pim backed out. He backed out. Pim, like I said, Pim is like, I feel like I relate to Pim a lot in terms of being that little soft-spoken dude that like is just like looking for female validation. And I don't know, man. Pim better man than me, bro. He better man than me for backing out. He did his job. He was like, you know what, man? I'm gonna back out. He was like, I'm gonna back out. I would have backed out too. I'm not that kind. I'm not that guy. I'm no simp. But yeah, that is all I wanted to say for this video. So now is the actual outro. Sorry, I just got so much I want to talk about. I love this show, dude. I've been enjoying this show so much. Like, it's all I've been talking about recently. And there's probably even more stuff that like I didn't touch on or I didn't talk about in this that I'm gonna wish that I put into this. But hey, again, go watch the show. Go watch the show. Maybe we'll talk about it at a later date. Never know. Go watch the show. It is a great show. I think it's actually like probably one of the best adult cartoons like in this time right now. It's like, dude, it's amazing. I'm gonna stop glazing this show now. All right.